Hey everybody, let's check out some slick tricks to make your form response sheet look a little slicker. So this is your response sheet from your Google form. You see all the stuff's running off the edge. You can't read nothing. There's too much on the page. So you hit this little magic gray box right here, and it highlights everything. You go up here to the text wrap, blammo. Now everything wraps in these nice little boxes, super convenient. The other thing is that, every other column I like to highlight a color. And that way, like when I look across the page, it helps me, helps my eyes sort out what's going on. And that's real easy to do. Just highlight the header of a column and then go and pick a color for it. The other thing I like to do is highlight the top row by clicking on the number. Once the top row is highlighted, I give the top row a little different color. Another thing that's kind of slick is you notice that when you scroll, it automatically freezes the top row. But what if this column or this row right here was like your answer key? You knew this is what you wanted to see. You could just grab this little gray bar here, double click it, and then it pops down. Just grab it and drag it underneath there, and now you've frozen the top two rows. Oh, that's kind of slick. So another slick trick is that you might decide you want this column somewhere else on the sheet. So you just click on it and grab it with that little hand there, and you can move it around. And then when somebody comes along and fills out your Google form, their answers will go there instead of where they were before. This allows you to put certain things together. Or maybe there's certain things you don't want. Maybe right here, this timestamp column, you're like, not really that important. Just hover over that little icon there, drop it down, and say, hey, I'd like to hide this column. Now it's gone. You see that little arrow there? If you ever want it back, you can just click on that arrow and it comes right back. I dig that feature. Now you can hide a column, but you can also hide a tab. So let's add a tab and call it hidden stuff. So we'll put some hidden stuff on this tab, and what we'll do is we'll right click on it and we'll hide it. Now again, if it's hidden, don't sweat it. You can still find it. It's right there in this little all sheets line right there. You can hide as many tabs as you want underneath there. Okay, now the last quick tip is this. I got this column right here where everybody typed in how many miles away they were, but it all has the word miles. So I want to do a little formula here called equals left open parenthesis. I'm going to select this cell here, which is H2. I'm going to hit comma, and I'm going to say I just want the first two letters on the left side of that cell, unparenthesis, and it's going to give me the first two characters. There you go. Well, what's slick about that is I can now make a little column here of just the numbers that split out of that cell there. I always like to title the column something, so I'll call it split miles. And I like to color the columns that I created a little different color than the rest of the sheet so I know which ones have formulas in them. Now check this out. I don't want to have to retype that formula in for every single cell that happens, so I can just highlight this cell, grab that little blue box right there, drag it down, and it will calculate the formula for all of these cells in the sheet. It's kind of a cool way to manually assign a formula to a group of cells. All right, hope those tips were helpful.